Hey everybody, it's Cindy A. Lewis and this is Crafts and Games. Welcome. Today's Crafts and Games is not live. As you know, I am traveling, so unable to work the time out to make sure I could be on it at 7 Central. So what I'm going to do tonight is we are going to do a craft, which is circle pockets. So I think you'll like them. It'll be fun. There'll be vintage, and of course you can use them for anything that you like. And then we are going to play a game at the end, and I will draw 3 winners for the prizes. So I'll show you all that towards the end, and then I will probably pull a winner sometime Tuesday evening. So I'll give you plenty of time to watch the replay and put your answers in. So make sure you chat, it up, and let's get into the craft. All right, I told you we're going to do circle pockets. So what I have are 4-inch circles, which is a good size for junk journals generally. And so this is all from the vintage diaries papers that I have from Crafter's Companion. And so I'll show you what I did is I cut a bunch of 4-inch circles out, and then some of them I cut in half in order to be the front, to be the pocket. And the pocket is going to have a word on it or some kind of decoration. So we'll go over all of that. But anyway, so for 4 pockets, which we're gonna make 4, I cut 6 circles. So 1 pocket is 1 circle each, or the halves for the pockets, the front. And then these are the backs. And I tried to pick the prettiest colors that I thought would be good for backs. And of course you want them to be right side up. They're going to be decorated, so it'll be fine. Then I'm going to also use some of these flowers that I got from Temu. These are really, really pretty. And I thought they would be pretty to add to the different pockets. And we're going to give them like a little 3D. We're going to make them a little bit 3D. So we just have to decide which ones we want for each of the pockets. So I kind of like these light little tiny flowers. They're really cool. And then I have some vine. This is also from Temu that we'll put with each one. So we'll go ahead and cut that while we're preparing. I want the vine to be at least the length of the 3 flowers. I may add more, but I'm going to go ahead and cut at least 4. Have you found this vine it's called Vine Ribbon, I think, at Temu? I ordered some more because I really, really love it. It's beautiful. You get a lot. All right. Then I also have this lace from Dollar Tree that I'm going to put on the front, I think, of all the pockets. But we'll see. I do have some words I would like to put on. I don't know if they're really too big or not. I think they'll fit. I think they will. And then I also have some Dollar Tree stamps that I want to try. I have birds and butterflies, which I thought would be good to go with this whole theme here. So first we're going to vintagize, and by that I mean we need to take some brown distress oxide. This is Vintage Photo, and I'm going to go around each one of my pockets and give it a little aged look, and I call it vintagizing. I even have a shirt, I vintagize it, because that's what I like to call it. Others may call it distressing, and others call it inking, and those are all correct terms, but I like vintagize because I think it makes it look vintage, right? How many of you like the word vintagize? Well, don't say you don't like it, but anyway. All right, so it's that simple, that quick. And then you'll want to do the same thing if you're going for this look to your pocket that will be in the front. Now I'm just going to use glue tonight to put my pockets on. I'm not going to use double stick tape, although I like to use double stick tape. I think for the journal, it's not going to be heavily used, just have like a tag or something in it. So it'll be fine. And this craft can go pretty fast. So we're just going to do one at a time. So we'll start with this one over here on my right. And all we're going to do is adhere this pocket to this back. But before I do that, I want to go ahead and work on the inking of this pocket with a stamp or whatever. So let's do Inspire. These stamps are also from Temu. So it's pretty cool. Some of the things that they do have, and they've been in my hauls. So if you are wondering, okay, so I'm just going to hold this in place with these little magnets on my stamping platform, and forgive any reflection. This is Inspire, so we want Inspire to be here, and I want to have room for that that lace up there. So we're going to use some black ink. All right, I'm going to use this. Here it is. Kind of got myself all off. Now these stamps are pretty cool. They have words in the background, so they look vintage, you know, already. So we're gonna just stamp this on here. I like to use the platform because if I don't get it all quite on right, oh, I really like that. Oh my gosh, that is really cool. So let's go ahead, since we're doing it, let's go ahead and put the wording on each one. Let's just do Inspire again, and then we'll do Create, and then we'll do Love. Or maybe we'll do 2 creates, I don't know. We'll see. Let's see, did I put this in the right place? No, I need to scoot it over just a little bit. Okay, let's see if that lines up. That lines up pretty good. So I'll do that. Okay, very good. So we've got that one, and then we'll do this one here. And we're going to use the word create on this one. So, all right, on this one, we're going to use the word create. And again, these stamps have like words behind them, so it's like they're already vintage. So like they're from a book, and you put the word create on the book or whatever. And then I'm going to do one more. Okay, on this one, we're going to do love. Make sure I have it right. Sometimes you can get those turned around when you're getting involved and you're crafting, and then you went, "Ooh, that's the wrong side of the stamp." Does anybody ever do that? Probably not. Probably not you, but I do. I do. Oh, it's not perfect. That looks great. All right. Love this stamping platform, tell you. Okay, so we're going to put this away. Hi, Hondo's here. He says, hey, everybody. You can't see him, but he's here. Okay, so here we are. Got our words here. They look great. This is awesome. Okay, so for the first pocket, I'm just going to take my glue and make sure you're where you can see. And remember, it's a pocket, so you don't want to put glue all around. You just want to put it along the edge here to make your pocket. All right. All right. And we're going to make sure that's in place. And I like to rub my finger along the glue just to make sure that it's sealing. So we'll do the same thing to this one, and then we'll put the rest of our decorations on here. And then we'll also do our lace. I love these stamps from Temu. What do you guys think of them? The words that were on here are, just so you can see, inspire, create, believe, love, and art. Those are awesome. And I love how they stamp. They stamp really nicely, by the way. Okay. Okay, very nice. Get up my extra glue that seeps out sometimes. All right, inspire, create, believe, love, and art. And I don't remember, I know that I had them in a haul and I shared how much they were, but I think they were less than $2, but I'm not positive, so you may check that out. If you'd like the link, let me know. I can go look it up for you. All right, so here's the 4 pockets. Now, I do want to put lace on the bottom. Want to make sure that I'm throwing stuff everywhere. Want to make sure that I'm not sealing the pocket. So just gonna carefully glue that on. I'm gonna use the tacky glue for the lace. I don't really have to use my Collal glue for that. And Collal glue is what I was using to glue the papers together. That glue is really hard, fast glue for paper binding, and it will make it really strong. So we'll do this. I really like this. It's one of my favorite laces from Dollar Tree. I'm curious if you have bought this lace before. It's like a cloth cotton lace. It's just my favorite, especially for vintage things, right? So these would be great for like any kind of journal, any kind of theme you want to, but also if you're doing some kind of mass, like if you're going to craft fairs or something and you want to make something that's, you know, cost effective, this would be a great one. And you could sell them in packets. If you wanted to, like if you're trying to sell things, you could sell them for, you know, like all 4 of these complement each other. So you could sell those as a packet. So, and you could use one of the other words. So you'd have 4 different words instead of 2 of the same. But I like inspire, right? Okay, so here we are. We've got our 4 pockets working here. Now, the next thing that I want to do is put the flowers on. And so I want those kind of at the top. I could cut this little stem off. I think I might try that because I don't really need it. So these all have this little stem and it will just make them poke out a little bit more than I need. So we'll just cut that off. And I want to just glue these together somehow. And then I've got this vine. So maybe we'll put the vine on first. And maybe I will cut it. That's kind of long. So maybe we could have it 2 pieces. Kind of like this. Maybe trim this one. And you see what I'm doing is trying to make it not look like it's part of a ribbon, but that it's part of a stem. Okay, so I'm just going to take some tacky glue and put this down. And then this is just going to complement the flowers. So I'm just going to put it here. Make sure I take it off of that one, because that one's going to have a little lean over. It's not really a lean, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I think I'm not going to have this whole thing. I like I said, I just want to give the idea that it's on a vine, the flowers, and just add some green. Hold that down for a second. And then you can just put the flowers on. Now, I'm not going to use tacky glue. I am going to use this Kalau 3D glue. It's a thicker glue, and it's transparent, and it looks like this. And so I'm just going to put that on the back of my flower here. And it will hold that flower in place really well once it dries. So I'm just going to take all 3 of these, put them together, and what a pretty, pretty pocket, right? And then you could just take whatever you're going to put in there, your tag or whatever. I just have this one here, and I'll show you. It'll just fit in that pocket really nice. So isn't that cute? All right, so I'm just going to make these others. I'm just going to turn some music on and make these others and run it through a little faster for you, and then we'll go to the games. And here they all are. So some are kind of centered more, and some I went more to the left, as you can see. These flowers are just adorable. If you haven't seen them at Temu, it's a big pack of flowers. Anyway, all right. So inspire, create, love, inspire. Fun pockets to make that are circular. And of course, you can put them in your journals. They're just the right size. And the 4-inch pockets. So what a fun thing to create for your journals. So anyway, I think I said that. Now, for the game. I, again, have set aside things for 3 winners. Each one will have a sticker that's retro. It will have this little mailer. I don't know. It's like a bookmark, I guess. This little piece of vintage looking paper and a tag. And I will put them all in their own little mailer envelope. If they fit. Maybe they won't fit in these. I don't know. Anyway, we'll work on that. But what I need you to do is comment below the words from the stamp set. So whichever ones you can think of, I'm going to give you just a few minutes. So I'm going to turn these over. Plus there's 2 other words that I didn't use. And I'm going to give you about 15 seconds. Okay, so that was your time. Hopefully you were able to post the words that were in the stamp sets. I decided not to add anything stamp-wise, like butterflies or birds, but you could do that. It would look really pretty, I'm sure. I just decided I like them this way, and if they have a tag in there or something, you know, then you would want to make sure you didn't cover it all up. I don't know. Either way, it would be cute. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope you had a good time tonight, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. So make sure you chat it up, and good luck with that. So let's jump in and, oh, shoot. I'm saving this for you, just so you can have a good laugh. So I want my vine to be at least as long as the pockets. So